What's up, everybody? Uh, in more coming times, you know what I mean, like time to come, I'll be trying different platforms and different ways to drop episodes for the show. I guess most of it would be like to see which forms of interaction I like more. Some of them would just be to see which platforms are fluid for me, but that's neither here nor there. Um, what's up? Touching base. Um, Definitely want to check in mentally with everybody. I know it's been a while since I dropped the first episode. And to be honest, a lot of the delay in the next episode was just life obstacles. Part of me going into this, making this right now, was kind of like, I don't want to come off like I'm giving a lot of excuses, but I was swiftly reminded that that's a major reason why I'm doing this to begin with, because a lot of times we do interpret what's going on with us as an excuse instead of a vulnerability, or just something that you couldn't have anticipated. So for my check-in, or for the check-in on my end, I'll just be honest. When I put the first episode out, I was definitely in a good place, better place than I had been in a long time. But a lot of that is just due to hard work and being consistent with that hard work. And I mean that personally too, like not just like with my job or with things that fall off from there, but I mean like with personal relationships as well. And the truth of the matter is that I ended up putting too much time into one or two personal relationships, and when those personal relationships didn't play out the way that I had envisioned, I think the first feelings that came about were probably like self-worth. You know what I mean? Like I deserve for this to be the case. You know what I'm saying? Like I deserve for this to be the case. I deserve to feel deserted in this way because I shouldn't have trusted, or I shouldn't have dedicated this much time to, or I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have done that. To which, if my feelings and emotions are out of it, some of that might be true. But it doesn't take away from the fact that those are all just, that's just a form of self-doubt creeping in, finding its way in. So, from that point, I started to do some soul searching and doing some deep thinking. And I just realized that this is a habitual occurrence on my end, since being young. I won't say I always wanted approval, but I always wanted some form of union. Like I always wanted a bond or a relationship with another person that felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like it felt like it was irreplaceable or it was invincible. You know what I mean? I always wanted that. And I think because of that, I'm a great person to have around when you need somebody around the most. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at listening and responding carefully. I'm good at responding carefully. I'm good at listening to what you're saying to me and responding with something insightful. And it really wasn't until like the recent years, like within a year or so ago, that I realized how much, one, I don't require that from other people, and two, how rare that is, period. Like, most people don't know what to say in crucial moments. And I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of us, you know what I mean, like, we don't, like, a lot, think about it, as an adult, you probably don't do a whole lot of venting for real, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people don't say the right thing, don't know the right thing to say. So, like I said, I just realized that is something I'm good at. So I make myself available to people when they need me the most, and I don't really require much from people because, like I said, I don't have much faith that you're gonna say anything close to the right thing at all, you know. So I don't do a lot of venting and stuff like that. Long story short, I won't say that I've been in a heartbroken place because that's kind of dramatic. But I will say that I had gotten to a defeated place mentally, you know what I mean, after dropping the episode, because I thought that I had kind of found a groove personally, and I did the same thing that I've done in the past, which was lean too much on that groove, that bond, those bonds, and what happened ended up being what happens quite often, you know what I'm saying. I lean one way, and the individual or individuals in question pulled the chair, and they disappeared, and yeah, so it has taken me a little bit of time to shake back. And of course, man, if I'm being honest with you, I ain't have to say none of this. I could have given you great content. I could have given you great content that was completely unrelated to this. The reason why I'm choosing to be thorough, the reason why I'm choosing to be outside and to be on camera this time, you know what I'm saying, and all this and that, is because I do think vulnerability is necessary. Anybody that knows me personally or professionally, but if knows me personally, you understand I have a very large presence. I'm a big guy. I would like to say I'm intelligent, comparatively anyways. I have a big personality. Those attributes come with a lot of charisma. It comes with a lot of confidence, man. And because of that, it's easy to choose not to be vulnerable, right? It's easy for me to choose to not be vulnerable, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that creates fairness. So me doing a check-in today is me expressing myself like I got sense. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, and I appreciate those who have reached out and said things or asked questions in regards to, you know what I mean, episode 2. I appreciate that. I needed it. But like I say, the truth of the matter is that I have been delayed because I had feelings and thoughts that I didn't know what to do with, man. I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't know what to do with them. I felt a layer of disappointment. I didn't know what to do with it. I kind of fell back into some old habits, being around and trying to talk to certain individuals that I wouldn't have been had I not been in such a sad mindset. But, you know, accountability is necessary. So this is me holding myself accountable for the role that I have played in, you know, my own sad times. This is me taking accountability for the time that I have lost or wasted, and apologizing to any and everybody who has and will continue to be supportive. I appreciate you, and I apologize for the wasted time. Like I said, I do feel better. I do feel better now. You know, being able to reflect, being able to hold myself accountable, it has and does make me feel better about what's going on. And for the last part of this, mental health check, man, if you are in a situation where you feeling anything close to the way I was feeling, or if you feeling anything, period, man, my DMs or my text messages or whatever, them joints open, bro. You'll be surprised how many conversations of extreme magnitude I have with people, whether they are close compadres or whether they're individuals I'm just now meeting. I have a lot of very in-depth conversations with individuals who don't feel like they can bring a certain topic to maybe like their closer friends or families, or even their significant other. So sometimes being able to reach out to somebody who, like I said in the beginning, who is pretty good at being able to say the right thing at the right time, sometimes that resource, it's empowering, and I'm grateful for that gift. And, I don't have a shout out this time, not because there aren't people worthy of being shouted out, but I don't have a shout out this time because all of the content that I give you all is very organic. You know what I'm saying? I'm swinging on a tree right now, G. This is organic as it gets. And I don't want to force it. Like I said, a big part of my thought process to record this was, how did I want to do it? How could I go about doing it to give my listeners, my supporters, the most genuine form of me as possible in this? So I didn't put a whole lot of time into thinking about who I wanted to shout out or anything like that. So instead of trying to pick out any one person, I just want to shout out any and everybody who is going to listen to this, who's going to try to get something out of it. I want to shout out anybody who shared my previous episode, anybody who shares this now, anybody who's been praying for me, anybody that's been holding my name in high regards, or anybody who's giving me grace throughout the last few years. This shout out goes to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything, all the support. I appreciate all the kind words and gestures, even the things that I don't physically or personally know that you have done in kindness towards me. I appreciate it. But yeah, until next time, I just want to say I appreciate everybody. I love y'all.